to be insanely great. We are here today. We're going to go through an incredible song in which we're trying to understand the universal meaning and intention and feeling of the energy of the song within Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, from the perspective of a universal consciousness and intelligence that exists at the core of all that is, verified through the mechanics of quantum physics. If that intelligence is there, why isn't it talking to us? Why isn't it saying, hey, yo, conscious awareness, pay attention here. I wrote this beautiful song for you to feel a feeling, not worry about time, and then be here, feel it. And then maybe if you feel it and understand it and you connect with it, maybe you'll apply some of the things in it in your life. Maybe, just maybe. For additional context, please check out the other episode in which you go through that, and all of our great beginning episodes in which we talk about the amazingness that is life. Amazingness that is life. So here we go. We're going to get into Landslide by Fleetwood Mac.
Took my love, took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down.
So I took my love, I took it down. So does that mean just for a moment that, for our love, we just put it aside, forgot about it for a moment, right? And then climbed the mountain. We were going after something that we wanted. Turned around, where we go? We say, whoa, we were trying to, did we say, oh, this is too hard? Did we say, oh, we missed a trail? Did we say, and the mountain it could be an experience of life, right? Could be an experience of any experience in life. How often do we go after something and then something happens or something comes up and then we just go back? We just say, oh, no, don't worry about that. Sometimes that's the right thing, but sometimes not, depending on our conviction for what we believe and we feel that should be something that we should be doing. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills. Through the mechanics of quantum physics, it's again been proven that everything in our reality is a reflection of our own inner energy, our own thoughts and our own feelings. Everything we see, every experience we have, every human being and every element of life that we come in contact with, everything is energy. Everything is light. Everything is energy. And then till the landslide brought me down. So maybe we're on the mountain. Maybe we're on a journey and chasing a dream that we want, right? Then we're saying, oh, I looked and say, oh, beautiful, right? And then what happens? Everything comes crashing down. How many times has that happened in our lives? And maybe we're not going after something. Maybe we're just in our normal life and our whole world collapses upon us, right? That's happened to me recently. Something I wanted that I was so convicted that this is absolutely what I want, what I need is what's absolutely going to happen, how it's going to happen. Everything completely came crashing down. How often is that something for us to really reset, for us to really try and understand, for us to really kind of reflect and look at the experience so that the experience doesn't use us? Think about that. So the experience doesn't use you, doesn't use me. It's something that we can gain an understanding from, that we can say, no, this, okay, I got it. I see what this was trying to help me do. I see what this was trying to help me figure out, right? Could we think about it that way? Maybe, just maybe.
Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life?
Incredible. Feeling the energy of the song, just as we were talking about before in the first element of the song. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? So again, the mirror and the reflection, everything in our awareness is reflection of our inner thoughts and our feelings. And the sooner we can understand that everything is energy, the sooner we can understand that based on mechanics of quantum physics, that we are literally light, and we're looking at reflection of light in all of our perception of our senses. That's what it is. And what is love? So in the beginning, we put love down, we chase after something, that our world came crashing down, and then we're saying, what is love? Love is, again, a universal expression, it's a language that needs no words. Right? And we're all questioning love. We're all trying to understand love. But what if through trying to question love and trying to put words to love, and having a limited perspective of love as we typically have through simply a romantic element only, and we realize that love is a feeling. Look, and what if love is the feeling of not just that beats our hearts, that is within everything that is, but what if through choices of love, and through selflessness, and through having love be the core of every choice that we make, whether it's be for something that's for us, that we believe, that we want. And that's not a selfish choice. That's a selfless choice, because we're choosing for our own feelings, our own beliefs, and our own wants and desires, that we've made a point that this is what we want. Incredible. Incredible. Right? And next, can the child within my heart rise above? I'm like, this energy that I have is the energy of life. That's what this is. It's the energy of life. But the way I describe it to people too is like, what do you want? I'm like, I want nothing. I want the energy of life. I've connected, I've reconnected, I've gotten back to the feeling that's within. It's what I've done. I've gotten back to the feeling that's within. And can the child within my heart rise above? Again, the heart, the energy that beats our hearts, the energy that powers our lives, that gives us awareness and consciousness, that energy. And that's the energy that we have when we're children. The way I describe this thing, this energy in this life, is I feel like a child. I feel like I have the energy of a child, but the awareness of an adult, and the conscious awareness of an adult. Can that child rise above? Can that child, the energy of that child, be something that's in our conscious awareness, and not something that we left in our bodies that were when we were children, right? And then, can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Listen back to our Dig a Pony episode and Be Insanely Great. Syndicate any boat you row, right? Again, sail through the changing ocean tides, and realize that every tide, every wave, if we are the ocean, and we are not just the ocean, but we are syndicating any boat we row, and sailing through everything, and getting through every struggle, and getting through every pain, overcoming those things, understanding that thoughts and feelings control our life, and we can control our thoughts and feelings. And then all these are questions. Can I sail through them? Sure, if we choose to. If we choose through. Can I handle the seasons of my life? Yes, if we say yes, we're going to do it. But if we just go through the motions, and we let the ocean rock us, and we're not sailing, we're not syndicating, we're not captaining that boat, we're not commandeering it, we're not saying, we're not making sure it's in a stable track, and it's doing what it's got to do. It's rocking us, and we're in the world, and the experiences of life are creating the madness and the chaos that happens when we give our energy out to the world, in a sense of all of our attention and all of our energy given to them, and meaning only utilizing opinions and thoughts and feelings of others to validate our own circumstance, instead of 180ing it and putting it in reverse and saying, I have the ability to make choices. I have the ability to commandeer my thoughts and my feelings. I am taking control. Yes. Yes. Okay. Continue.
Children get older, and I'm getting older too.
just like we just talked about. Again, this is unscripted. Like this commentary is not scripted. This is commentary coming from my own inner expression of feeling the energy of these songs and the musicality and the melodies and the harmonies and just the feeling of the vibration of the song, and then taking the lyrics and trying to understand what it means. This universal intelligence says, yo, hey, you've been afraid of changing. Why you been afraid of changing? Why? Because I've built my life around you, built the life around everything outside of us, right? Every decision we're making is typically from based on thoughts and feelings of constructs that have been kind of handed down to us that we just accept. And we don't, and so infrequently is it possible for you? Is it possible for you to flip that? Not isolating everybody, not isolating everything, but in every present moment, taking the opportunity to say, why are we going to be afraid? Change is only difficult if we think it's difficult. And yes, it does take effort. And yes, it does take conscious awareness and intention. And yes, there is an element of struggle, but you know what? It's worth it. I'm here to tell you it's worth it. It is so worth it. It's what happens when you get adaptable to change. And as we know right now, the world is happening at an incredible pace, incredible speed. Everything's happening so fast. But when we can focus, when we can stop giving our attention and our energy to everything else and focus our attention and our energy within, try and understand our intuition, try and feel the feeling of what's within so that can express. Whoa, watch out. But time makes you bolder. So as we go through these experiences, time is again a record of when things happen, and through our lives and through the construct of our society, it's become this thing that's been the steward of our life, and we have a constrained period of time to be here. But the point is as we go through time, we have experiences. But do we allow those experiences to use us, or do we use those experiences to our benefit, right? To your benefit. Even children get older. We just talked about the children and the energy of a child. Right. And that's the point. It's like the energy of the child. We all of us listening, the children listening, you're still children. The adults listening, you were once a child. But that energy is the same energy that's beating your heart now. We just have grown beyond it. Why? Why? Because the experiences of life, at least in my own experience, I've allowed these things to kind of attach themselves and become this thing that defines who it is that I am and who it is that you are. Right? Our experiences define us, but not always in a bad way, not always in a good way either. It's just a product of life. But what happens is when these things, when we go through these things, they take away our energy. And again, we're giving our energy away. Nature, I'm happy to give my energy away to nature because it gives it right back. Gives it right back through love and appreciation. But that energy of a child as it gets older, like even children get older. So that's the point. It's like we're in our conscious awareness, but the reality is that energy is still here, that energy. We can access it. We can be it. We can feel it. We can feel it if we choose to feel it. Then gaining that momentum, right? And the last part, I'm getting older too. Yeah, everybody's getting older. If they feel older, right? You look at all these 90, 100-year-olds are still doing all the things they want to do in an active life, right? You can, if you say you're old, you'll probably be old. But if we feel active, we feel young, we feel the energy of life. There's no time, there's no age, ageless. J-Lo says affirmations. She was on Oprah one time. She says, I'm timeless. I'm ageless. Look at her. She's 50 years old. She looks incredible, right? Like, come on now. Like, can we try that? Have we tried that? Have we tried certain elements of, and again, just going to the unlimited possibilities that exist in the present moment now, in every present moment, all potentials exist. The feeling of the melodies, the feeling of the harmony without words, of trying to convey the energy of the meaning of what we've just interpreted and offered a perspective to consider on, right? Is that possible?
Well, I've been afraid.
chorus there, afraid of changing, build my life around you. Again, think about these elements in which we build our lives around, but and they're around other thoughts, other people's thoughts, other people's feelings, the societal thoughts and feelings and opinions. Go inside. Can you go inside and feel the intuition that's inside of us? Einstein said intuition is the most valuable thing. Most valuable thing. Steve Jobs trusted intuition and looked for intuition in people when he hired people beyond intelligence, beyond intelligence. So can we feel that feeling? Can we not be afraid of change? Can we understand that we make our own choices, right? Then as we get older, that doesn't mean that we accept that. Can we be the child within? Can we feel the energy? Can we feel the feeling? Can we feel that energy and be that energy? Right? Is that possible? Yeah. I can, it's got some possibilities. So beautiful butterfly. All right.
I'm getting older too. Take my love, take it down. Climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide bring it down. Oh, the landslide bring it down.
What a beautiful song. It's one of the most beautiful songs I think ever written. So thank you again, Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks for writing that song. Just absolutely incredible. And just looking at the last chorus there that kind of reverberated the beginning of the song and kind of putting that same message in the beginning at the end as it went out there, right? Take my love, take it down, but then having an understanding that everything in our world is a reflection of us. And then the realization too, that we have something within us, that the energy that's beating our hearts, the energy that connects all of us, could that be an energy of love? Could that be something that we think and that we feel and that we make choices for in our life to prioritize us and prioritize our own world more so than anybody else? Right? Beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Have an amazing day.